I'm standing in an award-winning backyard. Now I'm saying that without having the award, so I'm talking to the future, but let's see if it comes to life. This yard, track home house in a beautiful area, but I promise you this is gonna be a total transformation. This backyard transformation is complete, and we can't wait to walk you through all the features and elements of this backyard has.
So from construction details to lighting to specific elements, let's go check it out. So design is in the details, and what makes this feature stand out is this specific tile. So just remember that you do not have to stop at the water line. You can bring it in to give it that true monolithic, multi-dimensional feel. Also, as I come in, you do not have to add another step. You can make it feel extra cozy, and I feel like I'm actually in an island surrounded by water. Now, I know one of the top questions we always get is, what do you do when it rains?
When it rains, people are like, where's the water go? In California, it rains a good amount, but in other places, it rains a lot. Wherever you are, there's this trap door that, if I can get it open, there it is. And this is a very ugly hole that has a drain in it. And this basically fills with water. This water level gets sends off a signal once it's high to the to the pump. And that pump just pushes the water into a drain system. Now, one of the things that we loved when we were sitting here earlier was just the ability to feel like you're surrounded by water. And anytime you can incorporate that into a yard, it makes such a difference. If you look at the before footage, when this was excavated, it was just a little bit of a bump in the dirt. And now look at this. I mean, this is a true transformation. As we get out of here, one of the things that's really unique is this floating step. And people ask a lot, how do you create a floating step? Well, in the before footage, you'll see that literally this is pretty simple. It's a stem that comes up, it V's out, and it allows this support system to create what appears like it's a levitating tile element. In reality, it's a channel underneath. Some states allow you to create something like this. Other states don't let you create something like this at all. But in this one, you get a chance to swim through it, and it's really, really cool. And keeps the pool engaging.
So much of this yard is inspired by monolithic forms similar to things you would find in a museum, and also really showing that sometimes the minimal is more. So as you can see behind me, this is one of actually the largest fire pits we've ever done. It just has that really monolithic giant slab, and we also play with proportions. Everything is oversized, even the seating. So when you sit down on that cushion, it's the comfiest thing you've ever sat on. You have full support on your back. You can lean in. It's super cozy.
And one of the things like Nate was talking about too, is you'll notice like simple things, like if I find like a slight angle in the detail here. And like Nate was saying, the amount of ability for it to be so comfortable. Look how deep this seating is, which is not your typical depth, but this is almost 3 feet in depth. And it really creates almost like those oversized couches. Now you have one outdoors, and it really is special and relaxing. This though is just one of the elements that makes this yard so special. What really draws the attention in this backyard is definitely this barbecue and island. Look at this island. Now there's multiple details I can't wait to unpack for you.
Let's start with the bar. So one thing that's so important in good design is harmony. So this tile right here is actually the exact same tile we have in the island, just in a different color. So your eye doesn't notice it or read it as the same, but it really ties it and makes it feel harmonious.
We put it on both sides, and it created some gaps in the structure just to create interest. There's something that's so important for us at Foxterra. In fact, if you haven't subscribed to our videos, make sure to subscribe, because we really try to push boundaries of things that haven't been done before. Like this one I'm about to show you. Don't want to miss this. We've never done it. We haven't seen it done before, but this pillowed wall. Now, this was actually inspired by a drive that I had passing by a huge airport hangar. And you'll see in this airport hangar photo that I took, but it had these kind of layered doors, and that kind of started the inspiration for this. But to really create the natural organic feel that this client wanted, we angled them, tucked the light behind them, and at night, look at the detail in this. At night, it truly comes alive, and it actually comes alive from different angles. When you're looking at it straight on, you don't notice it as much, but then when you actually walk to the side, you start to really see the dimension in it.
And what I love about it is it's so timeless. There's something, I feel like I am in a different, honestly, a different time zone.
We were sitting here like, where are we in Mexico? Are we
could be in Spain?
Spain. it transports you, and that's what the beauty of good design does. If you are looking for something to transport you in your backyard, let Foxterra help you. This is a plug for our design services because we have an incredible team of designers who help create incredible projects just like this one.
And one final thing about this I want to say is that most people overlook the outdoor kitchen. It's usually an afterthought, it's a side piece, but this is the true centerpiece of this yard. So just remember, with good design, every single item is fully thought out how it integrates into the master plan.
So this is the feature I'm so glad you made to this point in the video, because this is one that's packed full of features. In fact, there's a hidden one in this roof. You can kind of see that sliver that I'm gonna show you in a second. Before I get to this section, let me just jump to some really quick details on the other side of the yard. So I'm gonna hit two of these areas really quick, but this is something super simple, very low budget, but it feels like a resort.
Every yard needs breathing room. So this, as you can see, is just simply an open space. It's a space for kids. They can run around on it. You can set up little tables and chairs for a party. It's an open, versatile space, and it's a contrast to all the monolithic forms we have in the rest of the yard.
So think simple, think turf, so you don't have to worry about your furniture getting wet. Think nice furniture. That alone can really elevate your look. So this area behind me is just another distinction. The distinction comes by raising it. So getting another level like this, and then subtle details. We actually created this space for versatility. The client loved to have parties, whether she wants to put out multiple tables. This is actually, kind of wonder what this is, but this was a subtle way to add a seat bench here. We have some lighting. We have this beautiful Decton slabs, which are porcelain slabs. And this just becomes a versatile space, which is really important because your yard's gonna get used for so many purposes, and having open space like this makes a difference. I wanna show you the view, by the way, from this. It's so beautiful just to see all that's happening. Here's the furniture we were just talking about. Here's the back of that seating bench. But I'm gonna take you back all the way to the coolest feature. And I think this is gonna be something that really surprises you, and you'll probably want this in your yard if you ended up having a pool and a structure like this. This is incredible. This is my favorite feature. This is what we call the living room, which is this oversized covered patio area, and it houses a spa. But before I get to the spa, let me show you the construction of what this took to create something so large. So this is footings. This is a 10-foot deep hole that I'm climbing out of and literally supporting, and now here I am back in the reality, but this is what that hole was supporting. Not only just this beam, but this cantilever approach, the cantilever effect that this has is supported by the depth of those footings. And you saw also in the construction footage, a quick flashback, this starts out as a frame. It's an oversized frame. Typically they're done in steel, and then there's beams put in between to support the wood. And now you have this beautiful finished product. So I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna have you go on the other side actually, and I'm gonna turn this secret feature on, and I hope it surprises you. Okay, 1, 2, 3. How cool is that?
Exactly.
There's something so magnificent about this focal feature, it almost makes me want to jump in. The fire, this rain curtain. I'm gonna step away because it's so loud, but I just wanted to show you this feature, and I'll turn it off so I can show you the rest of the spa behind it. But it's something that's so mesmerizing and beautiful, having water fall right between the Sunken seating area and the spa. It's a really, really special location. It's one of the main things that makes this yard special. Let me turn it off. I love it too. So many of the features that are in backyards these days can be controlled with phone apps. So the spa is housed in this covered area, which is really unique and not typical. But not only is it a spa, but it's a water feature. And at Foxterra, we're always thinking about the use, but also the visibility. And visibility of the pool or the water feature are way more than your actual use of them. So having these scuppers is a cool way that we added to see movement from the windows of the house. And also you have just the practicality of a raised spa. You can sit here, you can put drinks out very comfortably, and just use the space in a really practical way. Another thing that we did that makes it feel like it's kind of something you would see indoors is this oversized floating shelves. Put lighting behind it, and you'll even see the reflection at night in some of the night footage. It reflects beautifully off the water in front of it. So remember when this was a dirt lot, literally a blank slate. When you look at this, you're like, what is even possible? And with great design, it allows you to unlock something so special. If you want to have a vacation and you want to have it a threshold away rather than a flight away, which is our playful way of saying, let's put a resort in your backyard, let us help you at Foxterra create something like this.
Thank you so much for watching this yard tour.
Make sure to like and subscribe. We have so many more yards to show you and hopefully give you some inspiration for your own place.